Good morning. Today's date is the 1st of December 2025, and today I'm going to review gold price action in combination with the volatility trends from the Gold Volatility Index. Gold has been in a strong uptrend since early 2024. As you can see from the chart, the trend is easily recognizable within the stacked EMAs. As you can see, we have the 200, 100, 50 and 20 all stacked on top of each other. All pullbacks are being shallow, and this is evident of a very strong trend. The blue arrows are pointing to some of the lowest points at each leg as we've gone higher. These correspond quite strongly with the volatility index. So as you can see, all the low points in the past, this has coincided with the points of the breakouts. So here is the very first point when the initial breakout happened, and it has been the lowest volatility point since early 2024. Since then, volatility seems to be finding a floor at around 15, and 15 has been the point where each of the last three pullbacks have ended, and we've had a clean break. So this pattern is recognizable for this last trend, and helps to identify when this how long will this consolidate before the next breakout. So what we should be looking for is the Global Volatility Index to pull back to approximately 15. So if we just move forward, gold trend update, where we are today. Gold remains in a very strong confirmed uptrend. EMAs are all stacked, the structure is intact. The volatility, which is ticker GVZ, which is on the right panel, is elevated, currently around 22 to 23, which is above the point which we can call the calm zone of around 15. So the volatility hasn't reset from the previous move higher. Historically, gold resumes clean continuation only after GVZ returns back to a base level, and as we've proven from the previous slide, this value is around about 15 currently in the current trend. Price remains wide and volatile. If we looked at the Bollinger Bands, which we didn't do today, you would see that the Bollinger Bands would be wide, candles would be wide, they would be making very large daily highs and lows. So the summary is we're in a strong trend, but the timing window is poor. We are still in a very high volatility phase. The volatility hasn't calmed since the last thrust blow off top. So what do we want to see next for continuation and to try and time the next leg higher? Ideally, we want to see GVZ returning towards 15 and certainly below the current EMA. The 50 EMA on the chart, as you could see, it was still high, and it was still pointing high. So this, we at least want to see it come down. Candles are narrow with fewer wicks, indicating stabilizations and the balancing of the order flow. But however, this is very important. We need to see the trend remain intact, and that's identified by the EMAs remaining stacked and stable. So the 20 above the 50, the 50 above the 100. So in summary, when volatility resets and structure holding, the EMAs, gold typically begins a new clean leg higher. So the next trigger and watching point for gold is the GVZ returning back to 15. So this is the end of today's video. However, we will revisit this next week to see how volatility and the price action are coordinating into this direction. Have a good day, and thank you.